Techland, please give control back to the player. One of my favorite things about Dying Light is the control that you have over Crane. While the parkour is not as advanced as the sequel, it's certainly not held back by much. It's simple and it's effective. Dying Light 2, on the other hand, takes a different approach, with a more complex, buggy, inconsistent, and painful gameplay loop. Where the game goes wrong. Dying Light 2 has 3 glaring issues: the combat physics, some sticky animations, and the biter grabs. There's nothing worse than nearing the end of a mission or a bounty, then a viral comes charging through the wall, pins you down, and then everything around you hits you all at once. Anytime you see one of these guys, just put your controller down. They take over for like 3 seconds, which doesn't sound that bad, but when it happens 40 times in a fight, it adds up. Not only that though, when they miss their leap, they'll hit an invisible wall, and this enables them to just do the same attack over and over, much sooner than if they were to just launch off and die, which would be greatly appreciated. Sticky animations. Nothing bogs the game down worse than animations that force themselves onto you. You can see the enemies tracking onto you when they initiate an attack that should miss, but they glue onto you instead and it just works anyway. These are very simple changes that would free the player up a lot. It seems that every attack from something larger than the character just completely incapacitates him. I know that these are like crazy big formidable enemies that are supposed to be intimidating, but it's just pretty much everything in the game can do it to Aiden. I'm just saying, Crane didn't have superpowers, and this was not a problem. The hags, the virals, the volatiles, the goons, the human enemies. Literally every single enemy in the game can take the control away from the player. I'm sick of it. Last but not least, the biter grabs. Biter grabbing was a hot topic when the game was first released. They were practically non-existent at launch, and the community wanted more. And boy, did we get more. Then the community complained after getting more, and then they got toned down. Ever since though, each update seems to ramp it up more and more each time. I can't go anywhere without being pulled away by a biter. Through walls. In the air. Just running down the street. Anywhere you go, there will be a biter grabbing onto you. The animations just don't blend well with the gameplay whatsoever, and it needs to be addressed because it just sucks. Everything about these animations suck. Let the game play for itself. Let the player play the game. As far as the parkour goes, I have only minor nitpicks, but I think right now it's in a pretty good state. Everything's like nice and smooth. It's not as floaty as it was at launch. It's just a little bit of floatiness here and there, but that's only like on those little monkey bars that you swing on. But at the end of the day, the enemy animations interfere with the game far too much. With better physics overall, decreased biter grabs, and fixing the viral attacks, I believe Dying Light 2 will be in a much better place. There's more content coming. I know there's that big Dying Light point controversy, but I don't think that's going anywhere. But these issues need to be fixed for the game to feel good again. Well, good like the first game. I know that Dying Light 2 is built on a new engine, and that it's probably impossible for the game to ever feel like the first, like everyone probably wants it to. But with the amount of updates that they're pumping out into this game, I have faith that this stuff can be addressed. Unfortunately, they already did a physics and gore update, and I'm just afraid that that's gonna take away from any future adjustments. They might think that it's okay now. But I think this is enough proof that that's not the case.